It is the interview segment of our show this morning, which is made possible by Voltic. It goes naturally. We're going to talk about a workshop for teachers of English and literature. And I'm privileged this morning to have two gentlemen from the University of Ghana in the studio to join me do this discussion. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
At my immediate right, I have Mr. Ajiman Wete, an assistant lecturer and resource person for the workshop. Next to him is Daniel Ochiowusu. I said he is Daniel Ochiowusu, but when he speaks, it's like an American. You'll hear from him right now. Yes, gentlemen, good morning once again.
Good morning.
And welcome to the studios of GTV.
Thank you.
First of all, what is the rationale behind the workshop for English teachers and literature? It is the interview segment of our show this morning, which is made possible by Voltic. It goes naturally. We're going to talk about a workshop for teachers of English and literature. And I'm privileged this morning to have two gentlemen from the University of Ghana in the studio to join me do this discussion. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
At my immediate right, I have Mr. Ajiman Wete, an assistant lecturer and resource person for the workshop. Next to him is Daniel Ochiowusu. I said he is Daniel Ochiowusu, but when he speaks, it's like an American. You'll hear from him right now. Yes, gentlemen, good morning once again.
Good morning.
And welcome to the studios of GTV.
Thank you.
First of all, what is the rationale behind the workshop for English teachers and literature?
Literature, for example, has become a bit of a problem to some teachers who handle it.
Okay.
For the English, some of them, after going through the university and other high schools, are able to handle it the way it should. But our main concern is the fact that some part of the literature, especially the poetry, is not being well taken care of. And Professor Martin Owusu and his team of resource persons decided that they should do some workshop for teachers to update them as to what to be taught to the students.
This is what they teach. Why is it that the teaching is something else?
Yeah, it's difficult to teach the poetry,
Okay.
especially. And some of the poems that were chosen for the senior high schools are a bit difficult as from the point of view of we the lecturers on campus. And he decided that this is a time that we should be able to help the teachers to be able to teach our students to get it right, so that they will be able to pass the...
Are you an English and then a literature lecturer yourself?
Yes, because if you teach how to write plays and you teach students how to direct plays and things, I think you should be in the position to handle this kind of thing.
Ajman, what does this workshop seek to achieve?
Yes, Daniel.
Daniel, rather. Yeah, Daniel.
Well, the workshop is, as Ajman has said, to assist the teachers in how to pass on, how to actually read the poetry, understand it. And my role that I've been given, to back up a bit what you're saying about the accent you hear, I teach at Wheelock College in Boston.
Okay.
And
Were you born there?
I was born right here in Ghana, home.
Okay.
And I teach for the communications department, film and video production.
Okay.
And one of the tools that has been very effective for us is it's the digital age. And so my role is to animate the poetry, so that, because it is the digital age, and these young folks are born into computers and they understand it. And so as a learning tool, we're using technology we've animated the poetry so that now they can read it and then also see it, hear it, and feel it.
Okay.
And it'll be an assistance to...
Mr. Ajman, once again, how is this one going to help both the students and the teachers? This is an animation form of the poetry that you have to teach the student with.
The West African Examination Council,
Yeah.
who handle the senior high school English and the literature, has selected about 12 poetry,
Different ones.
different one, 6 non-African poetry and 6 African poetry. And it's difficult to understand because there are special jargons that is pertaining to literature and poetry as it were. And these animations give you an impression of getting the good understanding of the lines that you are saying in the poetry.
Okay.
So I think that is going to help them to be able to understand it better and be able to write well for the examiners to mark for them to get what they supposed to get.
Okay.
Yeah,
In the
because-
exams.
yes.
Also, where is the workshop taking place?
It's taking place at the Great Hall, University of Ghana, on 16th and 17th, that's tomorrow and Thursday. And we are asking the teachers to come along with their students, especially the final year students who are doing literature, because we want to show a film of the blinkers that was produced by Professor Martin Owusu under the auspices of Read Wide.
Okay.
And then it is going to beef up whatever they are learning from the play for them to understand.
Okay.
Then the Tempest will follow on Thursday. But on the first day of the workshop, we are going to do the launching of this poetry.
Okay.
And the students will take advantage.
Of which Daniel has the animation.
The animation, yes.
Okay.
And it was written by Professor Martin Owusu. And
You
his
have that
brother.
of all the 12 books, poetry books?
What they'll see tomorrow is a few of them.
A selection.
But all of them will be available
Okay.
after the workshop.
But before that, let me ask you, how do you think this is going to impact on both the teachers and the students in the animation form of the poetry?
Animation is a form of media,
Yeah.
and it's a language. And it's a language that we all understand subconsciously.
Yeah.
And as a media person, you know, but we all don't consciously know how to read media. We have so much media coming at us every day. And so our young people, I mean, they're attacked by so much media throughout the day. And so, again, my job is to help them to use this media, help them to understand it in the terms of poetry.
Okay.
And it simplifies the content of the poetry. So,
Okay. Okay. So lastly, what can you assure the teachers of English and literature of the benefits that will come out of the workshop?
And we want to assure them that we want to take them through the rudiment of handling the subject.
Okay.
So that if they understand, if they do understand the subject very well, they will be able to impact it.
Okay.
And after imparting it, the children should be able to do well,
Okay.
as it were.
So that they will have good results.
Surely.
That's
So
all
we
that they
want
have
all of
to-
them to pass well and come to the universities and other institutions where they are interested in going.
Okay. I hope you are going to be there at the workshop, especially teachers of English and literature, the lecturers, be there and then learn something in order to impact it positively to your students as well. I have been talking to 2 gentlemen, one from the University of Ghana, Ajiman Wete, an assistant lecturer and resource person for this very workshop, and then Daniel Chiowusu is a Ghanaian born, but he has an American accent there. Yes, I've been talking to these gentlemen. Just before we go, a quick announcement here for you. Do not dump excreta or urine into bins. Do not dump ashes or fire into bins at the market or home. Do not throw your garbage on the street. Keep the streets in front of your home, school, office, or shop